like when it gets bananas. What's up, people? Uh I'm doing the
He's
most I'm doing the most this morning.
he's so ghetto, y'all. He is so ghetto. He is so ghetto. He is so ghetto,
this,
y'all.
this
So
is
ghetto.
when I was about to come on. This is the pregame. So this is where you get this is what you when you get all the behind the scenes. This is the behind the scenes,
This the behind the scenes, right?
behind the scenes. Yeah. So this is me waking up this morning and just a moment ago noticing that I had almost a full cul-de-sac that was happening on my head. And so I decided to let you guys in on exactly what happens. This is exactly what happens when I'm about to go live. Got to manage some of the because I don't know about you, Leroy, um, but on my head, let me see if something works real quick. Leroy, do me a favor, man. Go to my page if you can, and type in a comment. My personal page. Type in a comment. I decided to do what that sister suggested. I still want everybody to move over to the character page, but while we are getting that to happen, I want to see if I can see comments here. Um, if you type in on my personal page. So don't mind me. This is the pregame. This is before we put the hoodies up, and I'm having to navigate all that comes with. Did you put something up there, Leroy?
Yeah, just it's posting now. Well, says
Okay,
it's posting now, so
let's
you should
see.
see it in a yeah. You should see it in a second or two, hopefully.
Okay, all right.
Yeah,
So I
I'll
want to
get it
see
posted.
if the sister was right. I did see what she was saying. Uh, did you just post "we right here"?
Yeah, yeah, yep.
I need you to post on the actual live.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay, okay, okay.
Yeah, yeah, on the actual live. Let me
Uh,
see.
I'm sorry, I did. I just posted. Listening is fundamental, y'all. Listening is fundamental.
It's there. She was right. So to the sister that watched yesterday, that I gave a hard time to and told her mind your business.
Yeah.
That is essentially what I was saying. Mind your business. I know what I'm doing. She knew what she was doing. So thank you, sis. I still want everybody to move over to
Hmm.
the Donald Morton character page, character coach page. But yes, this one now works as well. I was able to do the behind the scenes things. This is a part of what Marla was talking about when she was telling y'all I get ashy, right? So as you see, uh, we ain't hard to find. That's right, we ain't hard to find. We right here in your living room, in your bedroom, in your closet, wherever it is that you can, whatever platform this podcast can be found, right? We are right here. And I think, Leroy, I got an idea I want to run by you today. Uh, but yes, I'm shaving my head because this is what I would be doing if I didn't have a podcast today. And yes, those of you that say uh, Lala said, "Good morning." Did he just apologize? Write this day down. No, I apologize all the time, Marla. Um, yeah, I'm still waiting on an apology from you for 2 years ago. so, So don't come on here acting like you are the queen of apologies. You just say, hey, you want to go out to eat? That's Lala's apology, Leroy. You want to go out to eat?
But that's what they do though.
That-
That's what
that's
they ain't gonna say I'm sorry. They not gonna say, I apologize. It's gonna be yeah. Look, they gonna give you the nod. Come on. They gonna give you the nod. They ain't gonna say I'm sorry. Just, yeah, let's go. Come on. Come
what
on.
you want to go out to eat? You want you want to go out to eat? Uh, yeah.
That's funny. That's funny.
So I'm not the only one, Leroy.
Oh
Look,
no, sir.
he laughing.
Matter of fact, there was a post on, I want to say TikTok. Somebody did one of those TikToks about women apologize, how they don't apologize, how they did that
And
very
no
thing that you just
accountability,
said.
right?
Like you said, you want something to eat?
you want something? You want something to eat or show up in something sexy?
Right,
That's
right.
supposed to
Yep.
be I apologize. But
Yeah.
yeah, I need to hear the words. If you're a brother out there, while I'm kind of getting my head together, next week I'm going to shave. Next week I'm going to shave on here. And I wanted to ask Leroy whether or not for you, man, you like I got this little knot right here that I'm trying to get taken care of next year. But for those of you that have bald heads, like Leroy and I have bald heads, some of you have bald heads by choice. I have a bald head by necessity. Uh, God cut my hair and did not. He cut my hair, and it hasn't been right since. God is
I'm,
not
I'm,
a barber.
I'm
He
gonna
cut
tell
my.
you. I'm gonna tell you a funny story, bro. When I first decided to go bald, right? Because
Yes,
I always said if my hairline started to recede,
yes, sir.
I was going bald. But when I decided to do it, right, and this was on a Saturday, I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna cut it all off. I go to use my trimmers to shave my head first because I use the trimmers, and well, yeah, not this time. At this time, it was still I still had a not a full. I had a lot of hair, so I couldn't just shave. I had to kind of trim it down first,
Yes.
right? So I go to I go to use the trimmers, and my trimmers die.
Oh, yeah.
Needless to say, I did not go to church the next day, bro.
Okay, so so
I
so
was not going to church with
conversation.
my with, with half my head cut off.
Good conversation.
Uh,
I want to know if a church is come as you are. I want to know the reason why you go to church when you.
yeah, I was a member of Online Baptist Church Temple. I was like, I wasn't here because I'm old school in this way where I don't wear hats in the building. I'm like, that was what we were taught.
God,
You take that hat off when you come
God,
in the building.
God,
But
and
I
I
was
will
not
wear
because
a hat. I don't care where I am, pulpit, in the
yes,
church,
sir.
don't matter. I'm gonna wear a hat if particularly if it's necessary, like in the instance that you went through. Hey, babe, can you bring me some lotion? Because I am looking ashy. can, you, can you bring this is live. This is not scripted.
Marla,
Just shook his head.
Marla, Marla, don't have this man on here looking like Ashley Larry from the Dave Chappelle show. It's looking like Ashley Larry.
This is babe, can you bring me some lotion and some beard balm? I'm I'm
I, I saw this post yesterday, bro, or was it this morning? It says be his beard oil. Talking to the lady, say be his beard oil.
I respect y'all too much to come on here. Crystal Fendi Styles Clark said, "Wait a minute, what's going on here?" this is this is me. Thank you. Thank you. Crystal Fendi Styles Clark, I am getting I'm getting myself.
You will not see this on any other podcast. I
You're
promise you, you
not
won't see.
you're not
You
going.
will not. You will
Listen,
not see this.
shout out to my dear friend April Franks. April Franks, when you talk about now I'm not showing y'all what I'm using because they ain't paying me. they not they not they not they not paying me. But here's the deal. April Franks, my first introduction, bro. I'm gonna rub it in, y'all. Stop looking at me like I'm crazy, right? April Franks, my first introduction to her. This woman was taking out her weave. she was she was trying to put her eyelashes on. I'm like, what is this chick doing? And she literally looked at the camera like, I know y'all asking me what I'm doing. And she said, F y'all.
See?
She's like, this is authentically me. This is what I do. And I'm on live sharing with you my whole life. Now, there are people that don't do that. But this is now let me get a little beard balm. I can't tell y'all what I'm using because they not paying me. Once they start paying me, then I will. This
Are you ready, sir? Are you ready now, sir?
Lala said this is a grooming lesson pregame show. Yes, here's the deal. That really is true, brothers. You gotta take care of yourself.
Yes, sir. That's what I was just going to say. Absolutely.
Yeah,
Yes,
you gotta
sir.
take care of yourself. For those brothers who love Kevin Samuels, right? I love Kevin Samuels. I think the brother was crass, but I think he told the truth. I think he told the truth as he saw it, right? But before he became that, he was a dude that talked with brothers about grooming and about dress and about all of those kinds of things that were necessary for brothers. You know, clip your nails, do your toes, like have some sense of pride about yourself. Okay, so I'm done now. Good morning, y'all. Good morning. Good morning, Crystal. Good morning, Ronnie. Good to see you, bro. And to Dr. Leroy McKenzie Jr. Good morning, sir. I'm ready now.
You good now? You all right now?
I'm all right. My beard is soft.
Hold on. I gotta get the seal of approval. Marla, is he good now? Is he good?
Crystal said, "Wow." if every brother, for real, we might want to talk about this during pregame since this is pregame. And this was not scripted. Leroy did not know I was gonna come on here and do this. Crystal said, "I can't unsee this."
No, Chrissy, I'm sorry. You can't unsee it. You can't unsee
I can't unsee this.
it.
Lala said he's better. Yeah. So I right. So I remember talking to brothers, man, who held such an affinity to the proverbial hood, right? That they challenged me when I said, "Hey, brothers, you gotta be groomed. Like you, there's nothing wrong. Listen to me, guys." And I want to hear from Dr. Leroy McKenzie Jr. about this. There's nothing wrong with going to get a manicure. There's nothing wrong with going to get a pedicure. Now, my mom did not like pedicures. She said, "Ain't nobody touching my feet." that was her piece, right? Nobody touch her feet. But she would get her hands done every 2 weeks or so. And there's something about brothers that thinks that grooming is soft. There's nothing soft about making sure that your hands are done and you work real hard. Some of you brothers that work with your hands got calluses. Like I got calluses as well. But making sure that you get a manicure and get your beard trimmed and pluck your nose hair, deal with your ear hair, all that stuff that's growing, you don't know it's growing because ain't nobody told you the truth. Somebody need to tell you the truth. Like the reason why you can't hear a lot anymore is because your ear, your ear hair needs braiding. I mean, it's so long you can braid and get you need to braid it, right? So Leroy, talk about the importance of grooming, man. Like for real. Like I'm clowning, and I didn't do this on purpose. I really did see the cul-de-sac developing, and I will not come on here and not be well because that's a whole different conversation. They look at their friends like, did you see Leroy and Donald today? Donald done fell off. Ain't a whole
No,
lot.
no, they be like, is Donald okay? Is he okay?
Talk about grooming a bit, man.
No, man, it's not. And to me, it's not just grooming. What you just talked about, also hygiene, brothers.
Hygiene.
Please understand the importance of taking care of your body, washing your body. And this is the funny thing. I was on a podcast Monday, right? And this was a respected doctor, and I don't. And his name, he's local doctor that's here. He comes on the podcast that I was on. He comes on there every Monday with them, and he was talking about the fact that you he was talking about not bathing. And I'm like, Doc, what he said? I was like, I can't go with you there. But he was like, but in some cultures, they don't necessarily
That is very true.
they don't use deodorant.
That is very
They do, and I'm just like, yeah, I'm like, nah, Doc, I need to wash every day.
that's very
And
true.
I
That's
was
very
like, and I'm not going around smelling myself, literally
yeah.
smelling myself.
They're not
Like,
intending they're not intending to offend. There are some cultures. I don't know
right,
what the philosophy is behind it. I don't know whether it's the
right,
chemicals. I don't know, but they don't use deodorant.
right.
And it's listen. This is no offense to anyone. It's just
No, not at
you
all.
know you know what I'm saying. It's like like when I sit next to someone that I know is of that culture, I'm
Hmm.
already like on a plane.
Hmm.
I'm
Hmm.
I'm I'm already preparing myself.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
this is not going to be a fun flight,
yeah,
right?
yeah. So
Yeah. So some of it is culture. Some of it is just you brothers are nasty, nasty for real.
right, exactly. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Let's keep it real. But it is important, fellas, to take care of your hygiene, to be well groomed. Get your, like you said, make sure your nails are that you clip your nails. You ain't
Yeah,
got to do the pedicure, manicure, and all that stuff. But you want to make sure that your hands and your feet are taken care of, because like you were saying, there's some brothers that work with their hands every
yeah,
day.
yeah,
So it's just important, fellas, that you take care of it, because you get all of that stuff on your hands, in your hands, and if you
yeah.
want, what about it? You'll wind up, catching something or doing something and all those things, and we don't want that. We want. Here's the thing: we should want to be, um, just well groomed and be the best presentation of ourselves.
Woo, that is so right. The best presentation of ourselves and brothers. Crystal said, and go to the dentist and get your cleanings.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yes,
go to the dentist, get your cleanings.
yeah.
Like there are some areas of my mouth right now that I need to get some permanent kind of teeth in. There are gaps. I don't play that, right? But
Hmm.
gaps cost like $25,000, $8,000, $10,000, right? But if you take care of it on the front end, I ate a lot of candy. And when I had a dentist who didn't really believe in restoration. They believe in taking the things out, throw them away, right? And so now I'm on this journey. My dentist and I are on this journey to restore my entire mouth,
Yeah,
right? Making
yeah,
sure everything is
yeah.
solid. So yeah, go to the dentist, get your cleanings.
Yes, sir.
I don't
And
like unless Oh, go ahead, Leroy. I apologize, man.
No, but that's the thing that I loved about my mother. She was like, nah, y'all ain't eating all this candy, y'all ain't eating all of this sweet cereal growing up, because she wanted us to be able to understand the importance of taking care of your teeth,
Absolutely.
and all of those things. And parents, please do that. I know the kids, they want candy and they want sweet stuff all the time, but sometimes you've got to tell them no, on, like Donald just said, on the front end.
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah,
when they get older, they can, they can do what they want to do once they get once they get older.
yeah.
But if you're grooming them in childhood, when they'll grow up, they'll keep that, and then, we're gonna eat sweets, we're gonna eat sweet stuff and everything like that, but we'll understand the importance of taking care of our dental work, and so that we can, so that we can have great smiles. Man, one of the things, real quick, one of the things that just stood out to me when I went on my trip to Kenya, man. One of the things that I said, and I said to them, I said, the people that I met, they had the most beautiful smiles, bro. They had some of the most beautiful smiles. I was just like, all of y'all just got just
Yeah,
beautiful,
yeah. Did you
just
actually say
beautiful.
it to them?
Say it again.
Did you actually say it to them?
Yeah, I actually told them.
Yeah,
I was
yeah,
like, y'all have some of the most beautiful
yeah, yeah,
smiles.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
I said,
yeah,
they just do. I mean, and people understand the importance of smiling, the importance of having, good dental health. It should be a part of your lifestyle. All
yeah.
this stuff, that grooming, you're doing, your physical body, making sure that you're in the best shape that you should be in. All of that,
And what
all of
people
that should be a part of your
know
lifestyle.
is your oral hygiene and
Yes,
your body hygiene, what's happening with your body internally as it relates to disease, are
yeah,
connected.
yes, sir, yes,
They
sir.
are connected. So if your mouth is foul with regard to decay and things of that nature, believe it or not, that decay seeps into your bloodstream. It gets into
Mhm.
your heart. It pumps throughout your body. I was told this by dentists and doctors alike.
Yeah.
So I don't want you to think that it's just a matter of looking good. Looking good is important, because to Leroy's point, how you present yourself, bruh, is incredibly important. Yeah, yeah, Crystal. It's an oral hygiene regimen, morning, afternoon, and evening. So let me
Hmm.
tell you guys what I do as it relates to oral hygiene, right? I have a three-part process. My dentist recently said you have a great, everything's great going on with your mouth. Your challenge is there's my guy. Look at that. Look at that name. Look at that name, Dr. McKenzie Jr. Pastor Robert J. Yarbrough. We
Yes,
gonna get
sir.
him
Yes,
on here.
sir.
We gonna get him on here one day. Um, so my dentist said one of the things that is a problem with you though is that you brush your teeth too hard.
Mm.
Brush your teeth
Hmm.
too hard. So my dentist said, well, because a lot of people think that the harder you brush, the better it is. And what
Hmm.
happens is your gums recede. And when your
Hmm.
gums recede, it exposes the nerve of your teeth, with the root of your teeth, where all the nerve endings are. So I need you to stop brushing as hard as you brush. Because when I brush, I go hard, Leroy, like it's the last my mouth. Right, right, right. And so she was saying, yeah, that's not a good idea. So we need to stop that. And so I brush, I then floss, and then I rinse and I brush again.
Okay. Okay.
Right. So I brush, I then to kind of get everything loose. I floss to get everything from between my teeth, and then I'll use a rinse and brush again with the rinse in my mouth, spit it out. That is my routine every single time. And yes, yeah, yeah, Crystal, yeah, brush your tongue, dude. Brush,
Yes.
my boy, brush your tongue.
Not just the tongue, but the upper part of your mouth
The
too.
upper part of
Please.
your mouth, the inside of your teeth. It's not just brushing out here and doing it for 10
Yeah.
seconds and think you good, man. You still got trapped germs and nastiness in your mouth, right? So,
Yeah.
so you got to make sure. And I know some of y'all like, what the heck kind of program is this? This is
Yes, we every man do talk about hygiene and grooming.
we
So
talk
yes.
about hygiene and grooming. In fact, let me see if I can't do something real quick, Leroy. Yep. I am every time we get on, y'all. I got an idea. As you guys know, I started a podcast called The Grown Man Stuff Podcast. I don't cuss anymore. That's not true. I don't cuss as much anymore. Leroy is an angel on my shoulder. And Leroy says, don't say that. Don't say that. Don't say that.
I'm the good angel. I'm the
You're
good
good.
angel. You
And,
got that other one to
that
be like,
other
nah,
angel,
dude.
don't listen to Leroy. Don't listen to
Cuss
Leroy.
them.
Cuss these niggas out. Don't listen to Leroy. Right? And so I changed the podcast name from, so you guys can see, it used to be that, but we changed it to the Grown Man Podcast. And so we'll make sure we change the overlay and add Leroy's picture. Do y'all enjoy Leroy on here with me? This is my dude. Like he is he gonna clown me. So anybody that thinks Leroy is this angelic person, he is not. He just isn't. He clowns me as much as I clown, right? No, we didn't take the hoodies off already, Pastor. You didn't take we haven't put them on. we haven't even put them on yet. We're going to put the hoodies on in a moment. Yeah, Lala said it's still the pregame eat pastor. That's her pastor for real. That's Lala's pastor. Lala's pastor. She ain't got no local pastor. Oh, pastor, y'all.
But I don't know. Have you seen his Facebook page?
Who, Pastor Yarbrough's pastor?
Yeah.
I mean, Pastor Yarbrough. Yeah, he's a Cowboys fan.
Oh, okay, okay,
Yeah, yeah. That's why he and I don't get along, but he and Lala get along well. I don't like him. I certainly respect the work that he's doing.
Oh no, yeah, this ain't got nothing to do with that.
I don't like him. Yeah, I don't like him. Yeah. Dr. Leroy provides balance. He really, really does. He really does. He provides balance. Crystal said, "Oh, grown man was kind of hard." Yeah, it definitely was. But here's a part of what happened that I had to recognize is that there are a number of different people that want to connect, and we were alienating some population of brothers that genuinely love the message, genuinely want to be a part, particularly guys that are, kingdom minded guys. So we just took the word shit out. And now it's the Grown Man Podcast. Yeah. Let's see. Y'all need serious prayer and counseling. We don't need prayer and counseling. We do not need prayer and counseling. We are good. we just not good with you. We're good. I'm just not good with you. Lala says, before you put the hoodies on, talk about how important physicals are since y'all hate going to the doctor. Yeah. Very, very good point, right? We're coming up at the beginning of the year. And just as a reminder, every brother, man, go to the doctor.
Yes.
Go to the doctor.
Yes.
I am coming up on 10 years cancer-free because I went to the doctor.
This is going to ask you.
Everything was good, Leroy. I didn't have any symptoms. You know,
Wow.
my body wasn't tripping, nothing like that. I went
Right.
to the
Right.
doctor and they caught cancer early
Yes, sir.
simply because I went to the doctor. I was
Yeah.
asymptomatic. So don't, sometimes, brothers, what you got to understand is that when you are symptomatic, it's almost too late.
Yeah.
When your body
Yeah.
starts showing that there
Yep.
are issues in your body, right? Yeah, it's not all the time too late, but sometimes it's too late. I know guys that were diagnosed with the same thing I had, prostate cancer, and those guys died within 3 months
Mm,
because they caught it too
too
late.
late. Yeah.
They caught it too late. So I'm encouraging every brother, and I know brothers' mentality. We men, bro. We men, Leroy. So I know brothers' mentalities. Brothers' mentalities are, you know, what I don't know won't hurt me. No, bro. What you don't know will kill you.
Yeah. Yeah. And the thing is, well, if it ain't broke, I ain't if it ain't hurting, if it ain't aching, then I'm all right. I'm good. And here's the thing that like the story that you caught yours early, and I don't know if folks know the story about Magic Johnson. He was doing his regular checkup for that he had to
Yeah,
do for the NBA.
yeah, bro.
He was just like, cool, he was on, they were at a practice, I think at a preseason game or something like that. They called him up, bro, we need you in the office like tomorrow.
Yeah,
He was like, can I wait till I get back? No, we need you in the office now.
right,
So
right.
we've got to understand the importance of this. And brothers, we can't say this enough, especially, since Donald older than me and everything, and
The dude lies too. So
and
not only is he the balance, yeah, he is the balance. I'm gonna tell the truth. That Negro gonna lie, right? So I am not older than Dr. McKenzie. I am younger than Dr. McKenzie Jr. Dr. McKenzie Jr. will be, and I need everybody to send him a gift too. Send him a cash app. I'm gonna send him a cash app. His birthday is 1/3/1959. I
it's the
need
countdown to the double nickel.
it's
It's
the
6
countdown
days.
to double nickels. I need everybody to send him a cash app. He's such a blessing to my life. And I know he's been a blessing to y'all as well. So I need y'all to send him a cash app. So, so yeah, go ahead, man.
Nah, but we've got to understand. Get a regular. Go once a year. Go to the doctors. Get your physical. Just make sure everything is doing what it's supposed to be doing.
Yeah,
To make sure everything is doing, because as we get older, and this has been drilled in me, for years now, especially brothers, when you're in your 30s, when you're in your 20s, you think you're gonna outlive
you're
everybody. You
invincible.
think you
Yeah, yeah,
you just
yeah,
think you ain't you
yeah, bro.
indestructible and everything else.
Sure.
But as if we take care of it, and it goes to what you were saying, taking care of it on the front end, because we think we can eat everything,
Right.
all those things in our 20s and in our 30s, and then when we get to our 40s, you know, that stuff catches up to you
Yeah.
that you've been doing in your
Yeah.
20s and your 30s.
Yeah.
So we've got to make it important, especially for the brothers that are over 40. You want to make sure that you are going to the doctor at least once a year. You're going to the dentist once, twice a year to make sure that you're doing everything. It's important, y'all. It is important. It can't, like you were saying, it can't. There's so many brothers that pass away, and all it would have made a difference had they been going to the doctors. Uh,
Pastor Yarbrough said, "Thou shalt not
Tell
lie
that
about thy
about.
double nickel." The book of Rob, the book of Rob, thou shalt not lie about thy double nickels. Absolutely right. And so it's also it's also um like there are areas of cancer that men and black people, right, uh somewhat predisposed to. And the fact
Okay.
that we don't eat well doesn't
Yeah.
doesn't help, right?
Right.
We still eat with a slave palate.
Mm.
Still eat with a
Never heard it called
smell,
that. Yeah, that's
right?
deep. Hmm.
So so during slavery time, all we had were the scraps. That's
Yeah,
all we had. We had to eat what were the scraps. That's where we get chitlins from,
yeah,
scrapple from, all the stuff on the pig. That's where we got that stuff from. Not because we wanted a diet like that, but because that's the only thing that they gave us.
yeah,
So we grew over time to enjoy it.
yeah,
There's
yeah,
nothing like a black person cooking. Ain't nothing like it in the world, right? We know how to season well, a pinch of this, a dash of that. Yeah, we cook well. So and there are people who say, well, I don't eat nothing from the pork, but that chicken, I love that chicken. Yeah, chicken is more filthy than pork. That's from the doctors. So nutritionists have told me, I went to a nutritionist, Leroy, and I said to him, I said, hey man, I went in bragging like, I don't eat no pork, I just eat chicken and fish. He said, yeah, chicken's dirtier than pork, so you don't get any brownie points for eating,
yes.
right? So I want everyone to know, yeah, we have a slave palate, Pastor. We do. We have a slave palate. So I want everybody to know the importance of let's try something different. Um and everyone's body is different. I don't want to get into this, but everybody's body is different. Some people can eat beef, right? And their body do well with it. And it's a part of their nutritional value that they get. There is actually a program that will look at your body, look at its makeup, and tell you what foods you should eat as an individual that can be very different than the food your boy eats. So there are some universal laws, but there are also Pastor said that gospel bird. Say it ain't so. It's so, Pastor. Yeah, it's so. That gospel bird is a filthy bird. It's a filthy bird. But I listen, I had I had legs and wings last night. So so
I
I'm
don't
not,
care what you say. I ain't giving up my chicken. I ain't giving up my chicken.
but that
It,
is
it,
that's black people, right? I don't care what you
uh,
say, Donald. That's I appreciate the information. But yes, yes. Eat right for your blood type. Yes. That is
yes, sir.
that's what the doctor was is eating right for your blood type. So there's actually some information that you get from your blood type and from the science of your body that tells you what you should be eating. Go ahead, man.
And that's what I love about the two fitness coaches that we have. We have Coach, the
Walter
coach,
Sellers.
yeah, Coach, and then who I talk about, Coach Marcy, and they talk about that very having a healthy eating lifestyle. It's a part of your lifestyle.
Yeah,
It's become a part of your lifestyle. Healthy eating should be a part of what you do
yeah.
every single day. Just like we were talking about hygiene and grooming should be a part of your lifestyle. That should be part of your lifestyle and who you are, what you do, all of those things, the importance of it, man. So yeah, you definitely want to. And a book that I would recommend for folks, and I read it years ago, and I don't know if you've read it, Donald, but Elijah Muhammad's How to Eat to Live.
Oh,
It,
I've never read that.
yeah, yeah.
I'll
Two
get it.
he has two books. Yeah, Eat to Live and he has The Message to the Black Man. Those are two books that I were just
Got it.
phenomenal books.
Got
Two
it.
great books. But yeah, because we as men we are stubborn. And like you said, as us as a black community, we do have there's certain things that I mean every ethnic group has their own types
Sure.
of food
Sure.
that they eat
Sure.
and stuff like that.
Sure.
Because even when I was over in Kihancha, we ate rice. I love cabbage. They had cabbage, man. I was just like,
Okay.
oh, yeah. They eat cabbage. They eat rice, cabbage, and they had I forgot what they call it. I think it's called mugali or something like that. Which is a type of type of fish that they eat. But we've got
Did
to have
they
this.
leave the head on?
No, 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 no.
When I
Yeah,
was in when I was
no,
in
I couldn't
Accra,
do that.
when I was in Accra, they left the head on.
Yeah, and some places that do that, but not here. Nah, nah.
Yeah, yeah, bro. That thing was looking at me,
Yeah, I was just
and
yeah.
I was
I can't be doing that. They got
I'm
that's
talking
be
to the
looking at the
thing.
eyeballing me. He talking about you eyeballing me, boy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I can't be doing that. But yeah, it's important that we have a healthy eating
For
lifestyle.
sure.
If you don't already have it going into 2024, make sure that you have that as a part of what you're going to do in 2024.
And do
Have
it
a
in three
healthy
degrees.
eating
Do it three
lifestyle.
degrees at a time, y'all. I'm not asking
Yeah.
y'all to drop everything and pick everything up
Yep.
tomorrow. I'm not asking because that's a sure way to fail. Do it
Yeah.
3 degrees at a time.
Yep.
3 degrees is kind of a way for us to say do it in little bits, little bite-sized pieces at a time. So if you are a person that eats a lot of candy, like I love Reese's cups. Oh my God, I love Reese's cups. I love Reese's cups. I love Fifth Avenues. I love Hershey's with almonds. I love that's the candy I love. I love little mini donuts. So I love junk food. But what I found out is my body will retain that. And then I start looking like Santa, right? I started looking like I was pregnant, and that's just not attractive, right? So you got to do it a little bit at a time. Not asking you to change tomorrow. I'm asking you to begin to change today. Do something to begin to shift your life today. You ready to put the hoodies up, man?
Let's go.
Let's put the hoodies up. Party people, people partying in the place to be. If you have not done this already, do me a favor, share, like, comment. Thank you, Pastor Yarbrough, for hanging out with us today, man. Anytime you want to come on, I'm gonna send you the link so
Yes,
that you
sir.
can hop on with us. Thank you, Crystal, for hanging out. Thank you, Lala, of course, for hanging out and bringing me lotion and my beard balm and yeah, all that. Ronnie Francois, thank you, bro. Uh, today, I really want to stay in the theme. I want you to kind of give a recap, man, of what we've been talking about, what we talked about yesterday. We talked about two principles of Kwanzaa yesterday. Umoja, right? And we talked about Kuji Chakalia. We talked about both of those yesterday. Kind of give a brief recap, man, of those two ideas.
Yeah, and what it is for those that understand. Can I do this real quick because there might be some people that don't know where Kwanzaa comes from. So I
Yes, sir.
wanted to get the information.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
but um, but Kwanzaa is an annual holiday affirming African American family and social values that is celebrated primarily in the United States from December 26th to January 1st. It's a 7-day time frame. So both the name and celebration were devised in 1966 from a professor, Malana Karinga. Hope I said his name right. He was a professor of African Studies at California State University in Long Beach. And an important figure in Afrocentrism. Karanga borrowed the word Kwanzaa, meaning first, from the Swahili phrase Matunda ya Kwanzaa, adding the seventh letter, an extra A, to make the word long enough to accommodate one letter from each of the seven children present at an early celebration.
Mm,
The name Kwanzaa is not itself a Swahili word. The concept of Kwanzaa draws on Southern African first fruits celebrations. Although Kwanzaa is primarily an African American holiday, it has also come to be celebrated outside the U.S., particularly in the Caribbean and other countries where there are large numbers of descendants of Africans. It was conceived as a non political, and I think you'll like this, non political, non religious holiday, and
absolutely.
it is not considered to be a substitute for Christmas. So it's
Right,
not replacing Christmas,
right,
it's in addition to
right,
Christmas. Because
right.
if you notice, it starts the day after
After
Christmas,
Christmas. Right,
you
right.
know. and they're the seven principles that we, that are part of the celebration, which is Umoja. We talked about Tuesday, which was unity, Kujichagulia, which we talked about yesterday, self-determination, Ujima, which is collective work and responsibility. And I'll mention that. Have you checked my page yet
I
today?
have not. No, sir.
All right, well, you get a chance. You should have gotten a thing to check it out. I think you'll like it.
Okay.
Um, Ujama, which is cooperative economics, and we'll talk about that tomorrow. Nia, which is purpose. Kumba, which is creativity, and Imani, which
Faith.
is faith. And what you do with Kwanzaa, it's a 7 day, each day, your family or those that celebrate Kwanzaa come together in the celebration and they celebrate each of those particular principles for that day. And you talk about those principles. You see how they connect with you, with the culture, things that you do, and then you families come together. And then on the seventh, that last day, on January 1st, the families join in a community feast called the Karamu. Some participants will wear traditional African clothing during that celebration, but that's the concept of Kwanzaa and where it came from. It was started in 1966 by Professor Karunga, is where it got
Wow.
its origination. Yeah,
If
1966
you
was
guys knew that history, type I knew that in the chat. If you did not know that history, say it didn't know that. I'd like to know. And look, a part of the experience of this particular time that we have with Leroy is educational, right? Lala says some of it. Okay. Um, it's educational. It's designed to make sure that we bring to you information that perhaps you didn't know. Yeah. Uh, Lala said, "Thank you for sharing." That was really really important. Um, and so let's talk today, Leroy, about Ujima,
yeah, yeah.
um, collective work and responsibility. Talk a bit about that, and then I have something that God gave to me that, and I heard it first from a colleague of mine that I want to add to the brothers and help them understand the importance of a collective movement. Go ahead, man.
Yeah, man, and it's important. And when I was reading this for today, and you'll get what I'm saying, because what we talk about here in Remain, and what we do in Remain, these principles apply so much to everything that we do. But this is what I tell people though too. It's not just about knowing the principles, but it's practicing them, not just these 7 days, but throughout the year,
Absolutely.
practicing them and keeping them in front of you at all times and doing that. Just like we talk about the character arc, that there's principles to remain. When it's not just about knowing them, but it's about practicing them each and every day. It's not one particular time and you done with it. It's about practicing over and over again. So Ujima, which is collective work and responsibility, it says to build and maintain our community together, and to make our sisters and brothers' problems our problems, and to
Problem.
solve them together. Because as you say, am I my brother? I'm not my brother's keeper. I am my brother. His problems are
Absolutely.
my problems. My
Absolutely.
problems are his problems. That's this collective work and responsibility that we have as men together. That
Yeah.
that we that we're in this. We're in this becoming master. We're getting to mastery. We're getting to that point together.
Yeah.
We can't do this. You can't do this walk or this journey to mastery by yourself. I promise you.
Yeah.
If you try to do it by yourself, you'll disappoint yourself. You
For sure.
need you need brothers along this journey
For sure.
in order to be able to push you when you need to be pushed, put that foot up in you when when you need to have a foot put up in you, but
Absolutely.
also to celebrate you and give you a pat on the back when you're doing great things
Absolutely.
and knowing the difference. So
Absolutely.
yeah, that's to me, that's the importance of collective work and responsibility that we do. We build and maintain ourselves and our communities
Yeah.
together.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Whenever guys become a part of Remain, right, it is our overall message. And I want every brother to be able to hear this as you consider working with us inside one of our programs next year. Understand this, that the program really isn't about you being better.
Mm,
It really isn't. And that's probably a horrible marketing pitch. But I want to be clear, right? The program isn't about you being better. What we understand inside Remain is that if a man is better, if a man is stronger, if he reaches mastery, if we can get a guy to reach mastery of his life leadership and legacy, if we can get him to master his own life, then his family is better. And if his family is better, communities are better. And if communities are better, societies are better. If society is better, your city is better, your state is better, this country is better, this world is better, all beginning with a man. So, what I need brothers to hear me say is that this may begin with you, but you are not the end result. It may begin with you, but you are not the end result. The end
yes, sir.
result of the work that you do is the work of making sure our culture, our entire Black culture, is refined and restored and strong and all of those things as a result of men being strong. I believe, and the data proves. And for every sister, I need you to embrace this. I need you to love this. I need you to be excited about this one thing. If we are expecting our world to be better, it has always and will always begin with a man getting himself together. And quite frankly, I need every brother to understand, bruh, your ability to lead your family, your ability, Leroy and I had this conversation the other day. Leroy, you see my beard connecting? Leroy and I had this conversation the other day. Um, whether respect is earned. Now, when you come inside Remand, you get it on day one. You get it on day one. Like we respect you on credit. You ain't got to earn it with us, but you got to keep it.
Mm,
If you come in
mm.
and wilding, it's not that we didn't respect you, but your behavior continues to be not respectable. And it's hard for me to continue to respect you when your behavior doesn't align with the respect that you say you want. So if you got kids that don't respect you, if you got a wife that don't respect you, I'm not saying that you should have to work for that. I'm saying
No, yeah, they do have to work for it.
this is what I'm saying though. The reason why it's important for them to understand you ain't got to work for respect. You should have a respectable behavior. But here's the deal. The moment we concede to the fact that a man has to work for respect, but a woman automatically gets loved, there is automatically a divide. So unless a woman is willing to work for love, right? If a woman says, you got to earn respect with me, okay, then you got to work to be loved by me.
Yes, sir.
And there's no woman that wants to work to be loved. You think
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
you think you're entitled to it,
Woo-wee.
right? And so what I'm saying is Leroy and I agree, and inside Remand, there's a there you yeah, you got to live a respectable life, my guy. You can't continue to do disrespectful and non-respectable things and think that the world's gonna respect you. Nah, you got to earn that. But for sisters, understand this. There's some of you that are functioning with men. It doesn't matter what he does, he can't get it right with you.
Mm, yes,
There, there,
sir.
there's nothing that he does that gets it right with you.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that is the problem with earning respect. Like if he doesn't make six figures, are you saying to me that he hasn't earned respect because he doesn't earn six figures? Nah, I can't
Yeah.
for that. Are you
Yeah.
saying to me that because he's in a pit right now, he's in a challenging time, and he's trying to find his way out, that he doesn't earn respect? Nah, can't get with that. So I have a
I
challenge with how we define this idea that we've got to earn respect, because no sister wants to earn love in the way
hit.
that we're asking brothers to earn respect.
I got one to add to that, and I think you, you and I can relate to it, that we think that a dude that's under 6 feet tall is not worthy of
Yes,
respect, bro.
yes, and listen, I'm 5'7". I'm a strong 5'7". Um, and in a couple years, I'll be able to stand on my wallet and reach 6'1". 6'1". So the idea that that physical stature and all those kinds of things, economic parity and those kinds of
Yep.
things, the only things that you can respect. Yeah, I got
Miss
to.
me with all that.
But to Leroy's point, there's a balance with remain. You can't keep doing disrespectful stuff and think I'm going to respect you. Nah,
Yeah.
beating your woman, putting your hands on your woman ain't respectable.
Yep.
Now I can't respect that, right?
Absolutely.
You not working every day, and you have the ability to work every day. You not working every day, that's not respectable. Your woman going out, she working every day, and you on the couch playing your PlayStation. No sir, no sir.
looking like what's my boy oh Wesley Snipes in Disappearing Act. You ever see
I've
that
not seen
movie?
that.
Oh, you and Amala got to watch it, man. It's a good movie. It's a good movie. It's
Okay,
based off of the book by Terry McMillan,
okay,
Disappearing Act. But
okay.
it's about this couple, black couple, and they're both trying to make it, and so they wind up being together. They come together and they get into this relationship,
Wait, I think we
and
did see that. A lie. Did we see that? Is that the movie that we saw with Wesley Snipes and the other
it's
woman?
Sanaa Lathan, yeah,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
he's
She said we saw that. We
oh,
saw
okay, yeah,
that. We did. I remember.
he's at home, and because he had some issues and stuff like that, so he got comfortable being laying on the couch. She out, she out
I
trying to
do
make things
remember
happen, you know, and so nah, brothers, nah,
that. Yeah,
you
he
gotta.
was a construction worker,
Yep,
right? Yeah, yeah.
exactly.
I
Yeah,
remember that.
yeah,
I
yeah. It was
remember
a
that.
great book and a group. They did a good job with the movie.
Yeah,
They did a
for
good job
sure,
with the movie with
for
that too.
sure,
So yeah.
for sure. So let me. Can I give it a twist? I'd like to talk something through with you today. Here's what I believe, and I'd like to kind of see what you think about it. If the goal is to move collectively, if the goal is
Mm,
to advance collectively, which is
hmm.
what this principle is about, collective work and
Right.
responsibility. We've got to that I am not my brother's keeper. I am my brother. You are not your sister's keeper. You are your sister. Like we have shared experiences in this country,
Hmm.
right? It
Hmm.
doesn't matter for every brother who thinks your education puts you at a different level. Your education don't put you at a different level, bruh. They look at you the exact same way that they look at everybody else. We both, Leroy and I, are credentialed. Marla is credentialed. Crystal is credentialed. Pastor Yarbrough is credentialed, right? So I'm not talking about this because I'm a guy who hasn't achieved. I'm talking about this as a guy who has achieved. Leroy has achieved. Marla has achieved. Crystal has achieved. Pastor Yarbrough has achieved. We're talking about this from people. You're hearing this from people who have achieved. And what I will tell you is that you are still, in the eyes of some, um, equivalent to anybody who hasn't achieved. Like you're not special, my guy. And I know some of you just kind of get your degree, and you should celebrate you that you have a degree. If I were to ask Leroy the best college or university on the planet, he gonna tell you. He gonna tell you his version. If I talk with Lala, she gonna tell you her version. I saw the other day. I have a certificate. I don't have a degree from Howard University, but I have a certificate from Howard University, right? So the difference between Hampton and Howard is clear. I saw that the other day on Leroy's page. The difference between Howard and Hampton is clear. I'm going with Howard every single time, right? Because I got some credentials from Howard. So I don't want people to think that just because you've reached a certain economic status, or because I know people with high school diplomas that make more money than all of us put together. So it's not that, right? Here's what I want to offer though. Every gift in Leroy McKenzie Jr. I want y'all to hear me. If y'all don't hear anything else, all the clowning we've done today, all the talking we've done today, I need you to lean in and hear this.
You did not put your forehead in the camera, bro. You did
Lean
not
in
just put
here.
your forehead. Look, looking like you remember the Star, was it Star Trek, the Next Generation, the older one, not the old one, the dude that had the that's what you just look like right there.
Hear me when I say this. Your gift don't belong to you. Your gift belongs to the culture.
Mm.
Gift, whatever that gift is,
Mm.
doesn't belong to you. It belongs to the culture. It belongs to the uplift of the people to whom you are assigned. It was given to you it was sourced to you by God. It was sourced to you by God on loan for the express purpose of you using that gift to advance a culture of people that needed your gift. The only reason you were born is to use your gift to advance the culture.
Somebody needed to hear that today, bro.
Bruh.
Somebody needed to hear that today. And here's the thing, and I love what you just said, because and once we come to that realization that your gift ain't for you, it's for the culture, like you said, but it's for those that you have an encounter with each and every day. When we properly walk in our gifts, we have the ability to change people's lives each and every day.
Absolutely. Absolutely,
We
bro.
we walk in that gift, move in that gift, understanding, working to understand your gift so that you can use it for the betterment of the culture, for the betterment of the people. That's my thing. Is I want to have an encounter with people so that they are better after the encounter than they were before the encounter.
Absolutely, bro.
That's what the gift is all about, right there.
Absolutely, bro.
Like you were just saying, man. It
Absolutely, bro.
really is.
Absolutely. And so this is what I heard Darius Daniels say that just
Mm,
it blew me away,
mhm.
because when you when you understand that the gift ain't yours, it was given, you are a steward over the gift. And when you understand that you're a steward over the gift don't belong to you, you're a steward over the gift, you must take instructions from the gift giver.
Mm, mm.
You can't decide that you don't want to use your gift because you don't like the person that needs your gift. Listen, y'all better listen to me,
Yeah,
man.
they ain't listening to you, bruh.
Y'all better listen to me, man. You can't decide that you don't want to use the gift because you angry with the person to whom with whom the gift is supposed to benefit.
Mm.
Yeah, it's heavy, babe. It's heavy. You can't decide to use the gift because you don't want to use the gift because you're tired. The gift don't belong to you. It doesn't belong.
Woo.
The gift belongs to the one that gave it to you. The source of my gift is God. It ain't mine. So I can't decide, yeah, I don't want to use it today. Nobody deserves it today. First of all, you don't deserve it. So this whole idea of collective work and responsibility means that you got to show up and you got to give your gift for the overall advancement of the people because it ain't yours. You can't decide, I don't like black people, so I'm not going to use my gift. Jews don't think that way. Our
Mm.
Jewish brothers and
Tell it.
sisters don't think that way.
Tell it.
Leroy shared, I think Lala was in surgery during this time that you shared this, that the dollar circulates in other communities
Hmm.
much longer than it
Yep.
circulates in our own. Why? Because you think you own the gift. You think it's yours. So the dollar that your gift produced should be spent advancing the people that is designed to benefit. And if you're not thinking that way, you're missing the entire point.
Yes, sir.
Collective work and responsibility. I'm responsible to do business with my brother. I'm responsible to do business with my sister. Why? Because it's the only way that community advances. So when I'm talking to people today, I'm not talking to brothers trying to get them to start business and start. I'm not talking to them trying to get them to hire black people. I'm not talking to them about doing whether they're in the C-suite, whether they own their own business. I'm not talking to them about them. I'm talking to them trying to get them together so that they can shift the way that they think about who they're supposed to be bringing on board to advance those people. Listen to me, y'all. Your gift don't belong to you. It belongs to the one that created you. He gave you an identity and he gave you an assignment. Both
Mm.
of those things belong to him. You are simply a steward of those things, and your responsibility is to do with those things what he told you to do those things. With those things, the moment you decide that you don't want to do it, you really take life from yourself. The gift don't belong to you. You're simply a steward over the gift. The gift don't belong to you. You're simply a steward over the gift. And the gift is designed to advance your fellow man. If you are in business, and I'm getting ready to balance some of this, right? If you are in business, Dr. Leroy says God gave us a gift and he gave us an assignment. And you don't reserve the right to use it any way you want to use it. Nah, you don't reserve the right to use it any way you want to use it. So there are people that are listening to us, Leroy, that are asking this question. Okay, should my gift be given away? No. Your gift should be given away to the people God tells you to give it away to because it ain't yours. But the fact that you are gifted doesn't at all mean that you can't do business with your gift.
Say that again. I think church folk need to hear
Church folk need to hear that, Leroy, because
that.
people have been so bamboozled by church.
Yeah.
Not bamboozled. I think that's a bad word because I don't think that churches are intentionally doing this.
Hmm.
Um,
Hmm.
but I do think church culture creates this idea
Hmm.
that everyone in the church should just use their gift for free.
Right, and that's the inside the church and outside the church.
That's
People,
inside the
people,
church and outside
yeah,
the church.
yeah. That people, because I saw that this morning, man. Reading some posts and stuff like that. And we've got to get rid of that narrative and that mindset.
Talk about that a bit, man.
No, because we people think that just because you are a pastor or that you are a leader that you are not supposed to. Here's the craziest thing. They think that because you're a pastor that you're not supposed to get paid, that you're not supposed to be paid. That's a skill set
Absolutely, bro.
because you're working. And I'm just like, people didn't understand. People, I don't know how people don't understand that. And you can speak to this with you being a pastor before, talking about that, the work you got to put in.
Oh my God,
And
bruh,
if you're doing it right, the
bruh,
work that you put in, that's a full-time job. And thinking that you're supposed to be a pastor and working another job, no, sir.
bruh,
No.
bruh, you on to something, man.
Because people just have this, oh, we supposed to be driving in these raggedy cars, or in the not so beat up car. No, no. And if we serve who, if and we serve who we serve, and we say that the God that we serve is the God of all, owns the cow and the mountain on the hill, what we look like walking around with, not being like we talked about when we first started, being our best self and being a representative of him. I
Absolutely.
tell God all the time, I represent you. So if this the way you want to look,
If this is what you
it,
want to be represented, how you want to be
right,
represented, okay. But
then I'm good.
most of us are not representing him the way he wants to be represented. Most of us are representing him in the way people have told us he wants to be represented.
Yep, absolutely, absolutely, bro, absolutely. And we can't solve the problems that our community has, as Ujima says. We can't solve our sisters or brothers' problem.
Ooh, Leroy,
I'm just saying.
Leroy.
We can't do it if we don't understand the gifts that we have. Yes, the word says the gift will make room for you and place you before great people. And if you don't understand the gift that you have and how to use it, yeah, take a look, check the record, check the receipts. Those that have a gift and don't use it, get it taken away from.
Yeah, for sure.
Ask the servant that had one and just hit it
For sure.
versus the one that had five
For
and
sure.
doubled it.
For sure.
You have a responsibility with that gift that he has given you.
For sure.
Like you said, there's an assignment attached to the gift.
For sure. And
You got to know.
I think more people would use it if they saw the benefit of using it. A lot
You
of
think
times,
so?
yeah, and here's why. It's
Mm-hmm.
this scripture here in Deuteronomy 8, right? This is what most people get wrong. Here's what it says in Deuteronomy 8. Deuteronomy 8 doesn't say that the source that God would give you wealth.
Yep. Get
It's
it
not
right. That's right. Yes,
right.
sir.
What he says is, thou shalt remember the source, for it's he that gives you power,
The
ability,
ability.
gifting to get wealth. And he does it so that he may establish his covenant. So the promise that you're talking about that God wants to establish, he can't establish if we don't get wealth, and we can't get wealth if we don't understand that we've got the power to get it, right? And we can't acknowledge the power to get it if we don't acknowledge the one that gave us the power, the one that gave us the gift to be able to get wealth. Listen to me, ladies and gentlemen. If you don't get anything that else that we say today, and we're coming up on the end, the gift that God gave you, the reason why you have it is so that you can exchange it on the open market to benefit the people that need it. God is not asking you to give your gift away for free.
Yes, sir.
He's not asking you to do that. Anyone that tells you that's what he's asking you to do doesn't understand the fundamentals of economics and business. In the book, Thou Shalt Prosper, his whole argument, and I've literally seen this, Leroy, and you'll see it too now that I'm about to say it. Those of you that are watching, you'll see it too now that I'm about to say it. In the book, Thou Shalt Prosper with Daniel Lapin, here's a part of what he says. A part of what he says is, over the last several decades, there has been a demonization of white-collared business owners. We've demonized them, and we have glorified individuals that are doing work other than that. Both of those giftings are necessary. Both of those giftings are necessary. So for the plumber, for the electrician, those that are in the trades, that gift is necessary, and that gift that you learned and that you've earned should be exchanged on the open market so that you can take care of your family. That's the reason why you have the gift. The reason why you have the gift is not so you can give the gift away so that anybody can prostitute the gift. That's not the reason why you have the gift. The reason why you have the gift is so that you can exchange that gift on the open market. My wife is brilliant. And one of the first conversations I had to have with her, Leroy, is because she holding these sessions with girlfriends of hers for free. And every time that they were in trouble, they call her. Like, Marla, you got a moment? And she would like, sure, I got a moment. What's up? She would end up having a 2-hour session with people. And then these are people who she would then say, hey, let's codify our relationship. I don't really have the money. Okay, you don't have it's okay that you don't have the money. Come back to me when you do. Right? So at the end of the day, what we have to be able to embrace, and I'm not talking about, because every business has a point where, and churches do too, right? Churches have a point where they say, listen, we can't afford to pay you, but if you hang in here with us, we got you. Every business has to do that. Every church has to do that. But you have to reach a place where you compensate people for the gift that they bring to the table. It's wrong to bring a gift to the table, use that gift to elevate your business, you be compensated from that gift, and then that person never get compensated for the gift that they helped you build. Nah, something wrong with that. There's something wrong with that. But if you're a pastor like me who believed that there's something wrong with benefiting from the gift God gave you, I used to believe that. You never get a chance to advance people. You never get a chance to advance a culture. You never get a chance to advance a community if you're not willing to exchange your gift on the open market for the benefit of your family. I got a whole family. I got a whole business to run. Got whole teams of people. Yeah, I got to charge. But thou shalt remember the Lord thy God, for it is he, Donald, that gave you the ability to get wealth. Well,
Yeah.
God, what ability do I have? The gift that he gave you. Exchange that on the open market. Stop being afraid to charge what you need to charge to take care of your family, your business at home. Otherwise, you know what I discovered, Leroy?
What's that?
The people that you give away for free, they take they take all of the gift that you gave them. They profit. You don't profit because you didn't charge. And ultimately, what happens is you end up with your lights cut off and they living high on the hog.
Have you listened to or read 50 Cent's book? Um
Absolutely.
uh
Hustle and grind.
was it the one, I think it's Work Hard. I forgot, Work Hard. I forgot the title of the book because it was one of the ones that I read. But for some reason there seems to is on TikTok there's a guy on there that's been playing excerpts from his book. Is it Work Hard? I don't forgot the name. I don't
I'm
forgot
going
the
to
name.
tell you because I have his book actually. I've got that book. I'm going to tell you what it's called right now. But I'm listening to you.
But he there was the excerpt that the guy played. He 50 was talking about this one dude that was his boy, that was he was a producer, and he had a studio. He had a studio in his basement or something like that, right? And 50 would go there to do his, to make his demo tape. I think he made one of his demo tapes there. And 50 couldn't pay him at the time, of course, you know. And he was just like, he didn't have the money. But to your point, what you were saying was, hey, when I get on, I'm I'm
Absolutely.
I'm I'm gonna hook you up.
Absolutely.
So 50 said when he got his that I guess that first deal, the dude sent the record label an invoice, didn't tell him about it or anything, and was like, and 50 was like, bruh, what are you doing? It was like, we supposed to, I was gonna break you off. And so he was like, look, all right, here's the deal that we can, that we could do. I'm going to give you, this. I don't know anything about the record. And he said 1 point for this or whatever, and then
Right.
give him the monetary rest of it. And the dude was like, nah, man, I need to get paid. I need to get paid. But he was like, that's that, I guess, record or the album or whatever went on to make a lot more money. And the dude missed out because he was just like, "Nah, I ain't trying to hear that." So we've got to understand this what we're talking about today. This collective work and responsibility,
Bro, that's such
working
a good tie-in.
together.
That's such a good tie-in, bro.
How collectively working together so that we both win. 50 was trying to put this brother on.
Yeah.
How many other projects do you think he would have been put on had he not tried to go behind 50's back? I got to get paid.
Talk, bro. Talk, bro.
We've got to understand. We've got to understand that.
Talk, bro. That's so good, man. It's called
Yeah,
Hustle Harder, Hustle Smarter.
that's it. Yeah, hustle harder, hustle smarter. Right,
Yeah.
right. Yeah, but
Yeah.
it's a great. That's a
It really is.
great book, bro.
It
That's
really is.
if you every entrepreneur should listen to or read that book by 50 Cent. That's a smart brother right there. He's a very business minded brother. He
I don't want to
understands.
lose. I don't want to lose your point because the book is great, but your point is greater. What you
Mhm.
bring out of that particular book is greater. Look, y'all. Sometimes you're gonna have to trust, and I don't think Leroy would mind. Like Leroy and I are in the building stage of Remand. Remand cannot pay Dr. Leroy McKenzie Jr. what he is worth to be paid. But he shows up every day doing the work because here's what he knows. He knows I'm gonna bust my behind. I know he's gonna bust his behind. We were on a call last night with a CRM.
I took care of that too. So
Okay. So I saw the emails come through. So
yep.
those of you that don't know, let me just kind of let you in on the back end of stuff. Like we're not we're not we're not sending out emails every morning. There's a
Sitting there literally typing out emails,
yeah,
yo.
we're not at 10 o'clock and 3 o'clock. We're not sending out emails every day. That's not right. There's a way that we are going into 2024 automating everything. The systems that we have in place and putting all the that is that the job of Dr. Leroy McKenzie Jr., Chief Operations Officer of Remand, that is the work that he does. He came on the team fully aware of the fact that Remand is in its building stages. I am not getting paid what I should get paid. We're building. And sometimes as when we're doing business with one another, you got to recognize that. You got to recognize that for example, clients, you got to recognize that as a client, you got to pay, and you have to pay because yeah, I'm not just 100% of everything that comes into this company don't go to Donald Morton. There are other people and things and systems and invoices that have to be paid. I really wish it was that way. And those that understand business understand that, like when you got a restaurant, that restaurant owner ain't seeing a lot of money. You got chicken to buy, you got waitresses to pay, you got right.
Well,
Like
what?
there's a cost to doing business. There's a cost to doing business. And what I'm hoping, I think that's a great read. I think that's a great read. I think that's a great lesson for the person on one side who says, look, y'all, ride with me for a minute. Just ride with me for a minute. I promise you we going somewhere. All of us going to eat. Right. And then there's the other on the other side, the person who said, I want my money right now. Like, no, I told you we was going to eat. This is the way we going to eat. A point, such and such, such and such. Nah, you don't even know what you're saying no to. You have no idea what you're saying no to. And then when he reaches the place, 50, 50, 50 strong. And he reached that place after you bailed. Now, like, hey, bruh, can you
Right.
So I need those of you to understand, do business with each other. Do business with one another. And the deals may not look like you want them to look on the front end. But and you got to vet the people you do business with. I'm not asking you to blindly do anything, but I am saying to you, stop thinking that the only persons with whom we need to do business are white people because you think the only persons that know how to do business are white people. And y'all know I love my white brothers and sisters. I ain't got no issues with white people, but I love us. And I want to see our dollars circulate and us do business with one another and us push each other's business and us challenge one another to do business at a higher level.
Yes,
So
sir.
whatever business you are in, I want to challenge you to do business at a higher level so that you can serve the remands of the world. Like the remands of the world now, we're at a stage, we're entering a stage where we can't do business with one person businesses anymore because they can't get to us our product in the time that we need it. Doesn't mean that we wouldn't want to. There was a period where we did, where that worked for us. Now it doesn't work for us. We have to be able to get hoodies or products or mugs or merch or whatever in a timely fashion. And that then means that we've got to deal with a company that can distribute to us or our clients across the country and around the world in a timely fashion. That's not shade. That's me saying, hey, if you want to continue to work with us as a business, you got to scale. You got to scale. Now you got to have systems in place, people in place. You can't continue because you're only one person. So because you're only one person, you can't do invoices for me and then do my work for me and then do this and ship for me because I would literally have to be your only client. And even if I were your only client, the volume that I anticipate doing in 2024, it would run you in the ground. You only got 24 hours in a day and you're only one person. So we got to begin to think about ways that we can scale to do business with those that require increased volume. And we got to begin to think about how do we do business on the front end on a handshake to say, hey, when I get to this stage, I got you.
Here's the thing, and this is for my entrepreneurs and leaders of Remain. 2024 is about operating in your entrepreneurial excellence, making sure that you understand your gift that we've been talking about. Your gift is your products and your services that you offer.
Yes.
And understanding the purpose of them, but then also how to maximize them in what you do, how you do,
That's good, bro.
and the relationships and partnerships, collaborations that you do, working collectively together, and the responsibility that you have in working with someone else, with others. Because here's the thing, when you work to scale, you understand that. But in order for you to work to scale, you've got to have a plan in place.
Yes.
2024, how many of you that are watching right now or watching the replay have a plan in place for 2024? That you know what your first 90 days are going to look like, what your second 90 days are going to look like, what your third 90 days are going to look like, what your fourth 90 days are going to look like. If you go into the year with a plan on how you're going to do what it is that you do, maximizing your gift, utilizing your gift to put you in the position to be able to grow and to be able to, and this is business and for in your personal life. You should be doing that on both ends of that. Because if you don't have a plan in place, where are you going? Where are you going? In 2024, where are you going? Who, if there are people that you know that you need to be working with, that you can work collectively with, what are you doing to nurture that relationship? What are you doing to begin that relationship? So that you can, as we said with Ujima, to solve each other's problem and collectively
Bruh.
solve the problems of the community.
Bruh.
And I said this morning, bro. I said, what did you give 2023 your all? Take a look at it, because it's only 3 days left, y'all. Did you give 2023 your all? And what are you going to do to give your all in 2024? Part of giving your all in 2024 is having a plan. Part of 2024 is working collectively with others. We keep saying you can't do this thing alone.
Yeah. Yeah.
You can't.
Yeah. Yeah.
You've got to have strategic relationships. You've got to have a circle of impact if you're going to do the things that you want to do in 2024. If you're going to maximize who you are, if you're going to maximize your gift. Because Donald said 2024 is going to be hard.
Be hard.
It
It's
is
throwing
going to be hard.
it's throwing punches in 2024.
So you want to have people that are around you that can help you through those hard times. And here's the thing, y'all. You're there to help someone else deal with their hard. So to these principles we given, yeah, these are things that you do all year long. It ain't just for this week. I want you to write these down and have them so that you have to face them each and every day. How am I practicing Ujima? How am I practicing collective, collective work and responsibility? Did I do that today? Am I doing that tomorrow? All of these, each and every day, we should be putting these principles in practice. Because one of the things that my mentor, Dr. Will, taught, he said, principles don't change. They get you whether your business is high or low, the principles remain. You have to be consistent with the principles that you have. It'll get you through those hard times. It'll get you through the good times. Why? Because the principles are consistent with you. You're consistent with your principles.
Yeah,
So that's what.
and that's the other thing, man. And I'm gonna come right back to you. Don't be so impressed with your good times. Learn to
Yes,
be even tempered.
absolutely.
Learn to be even tempered. Don't let your lows be low. Don't let your highs be high. Just be even tempered. The good times and the bad times are fleeting. Each of them are fleeting. Just remain even tempered. Go ahead, man.
No, that I mean that's it. We got to understand that the principles. That's why we that's the core thing that we talk about with remain, that arc, because it has principles. Those principles ain't changing. They not changing. They're not going anywhere. And the only way that we're able to sustain and maximize our potential in life, leadership, and legacy are those principles that we preach, that we talk about in remain each and every single day. Because when you hold on to those principles, whether you're in a hard time or whether you're in a positive time, if you hold on to those principles, like you said, you don't get too high, you don't get too low. The principles won't allow you to do that because you understand them. You understand what they mean. You mean, yeah, hey, I'm in this low period right now, but it ain't gonna last. It ain't gonna last always. I'm gonna get through it, and I have the principles to lean on to get through it. Just like when you're having a good season. Yeah, I know I'm having a good season right now. And it's all gravy. It's all good. And I gotta lean on those principles to keep me humble and know that, hey, this could end any day. It's gonna, yeah, there are gonna be things that happen to us. But when you have those principles, you're grounded in those principles. And that's what the book, that's what the Reman book teaches.
What book?
The Reman book.
The Reman book.
I don't think they heard me. We ain't
The
even mentioned
Reman book. Unlock your inner man, master your life. Enough with the platitudes and the empty hustle culture. Your life, whether it's your business, your family, or your personal fulfillment, reflects the state of your inner man. Whether it's your business, your family, or your personal life, it reflects the state of your inner man. It's
Yes,
time to
sir.
face the music and get real about what's holding you back. The Reman book is going to help you face the music and the things that are holding you back. If you have not gotten your copy of the Reman book, then you need to get a copy of the Reman book and get it immediately. There it is, www.theremanbook.com, and make sure that you have a copy of the book that is going to absolutely change your business, change you to deal with your business. Let me just kind of tell you this, and then we're going to give closing thoughts, and we're out of here. We're beyond about 10 minutes, which is absolutely cool. You guys always hang out with us. I'm not a business coach. I'm a coach for businessmen so that they can deal with their business.
Mm,
I'm not a marriage coach.
mm,
I'm a coach for husbands that help them deal with their marriages.
mm.
That's the difference between what we do and what everybody else can do the business stuff. There are some business things that we teach, and the truth of the matter is I don't teach them. I have surrounded myself with business professionals that are coaches inside the Remain Project that are the most 5-star stellar coaches in this country. They teach business. I know business, but I teach businessmen. Because the truth of the matter is, what's holding you back in your business is you. I help you get out your way. The reason why your wife don't want to be married is because of you. Yeah, it's
Yeah, they ain't trying to. They don't want to hear that, bro. What you
no,
mean?
don't
Because
want to
she
hear that
don't want
part.
to be married because of me.
Yeah, yes. It ain't me, it's her. See, that's and she been trying to tell you there's some issues with you. And so as a man, you've got to look for what's on your side of the fence. How is it that I'm showing up that is contributing to the fact that my marriage isn't good?
Mm.
Because I'm gonna let you in on a secret, my guy. Ain't nothing you can do about her. Ain't nothing you can do about her. The only thing you can change is you. The man that you are becoming in the middle of your marriage is what's going to determine the success or failure of your marriage.
You know what you just made me think about, bro?
What's
You
that?
just made me. You made me think about the movie War Room and
Yes,
and
bro.
the and the elder lady. She
Yeah,
was teaching this young lady. It ain't got nothing to do with him. She was like, it ain't got to do with him. It's you. What are you gonna do
it's
in
you.
your marriage?
It's you.
Mm,
It's you.
for sure.
And so I want everyone, if you have not gotten your copy of the Remand book, get your copy of the Remand book. If you are a sister on here and you got a dude, any dude in your life, you got a son, you got a father, you got an uncle, you got a brother, you got a boyfriend.
Got a boo.
What are you coming back to? We almost done, Crystal Fendi Styles Clark. We almost done. I've shaved, I've shaved my head. We've talked about Ujima, which is collective work and responsibility. The fact that our gifting doesn't really belong to us. Our gifting was given to us by God to benefit the entire culture, and that we should be paid handsomely for what it is God's called us to do. If you have not, I know you're a reader, Crystal. If you have not read Hustle Harder, Hustle Smarter by 50, I would encourage you to get that book. Leroy did a great job at just kind of picking out something in that book that was just really crucial for what we understood. Yeah, you missed a lot. Yeah, you missed a lot. Oh, I missed a lot. Yes, ma'am. That's why you got to hang out. You got to keep hanging out. You can't be going in and out. She probably in business meetings and everything. We telling her to hang out, right? But I want to make sure that everybody gets the book. There is no greater place for your dude to grow, develop, become his highest, best version of himself in 2024 than Remain. No place on the planet like it. There are guys that show up inside Remain and they leave and they like, yeah, this is too much like accountability for me. This is too much like they pushing me to be a better man and I'm not ready. There are brothers who are just not ready.
Yeah.
And we okay with that. They'll be back though. When life get painful enough.
You say that, yep.
Yeah. And 24 is one of those wake-up calls. The economy gonna be crazy, jobs gonna be crazy. All of it's gonna be crazy. Put up the link for the Remand book. Yes, ma'am. Let me put it up for you. You see it scrolling at the bottom, Crystal?
I think it stopped scrolling, but I think it'll come back. But put it in the comments too, bro.
Put it in the comments.
I'll put it. Yeah.
You'll put it in for me.
Yeah. I got it.
www.theremandbook.com. Let me make sure that it's up here too. There you go. www.theremandbook.com. You can get the book if you desire to. You can get multiple copies, and there are discounts for multiple copies of the book. We are sending the book inside prisons. We are sending the book to churches. Institutions will get a copy of this book and they'll get it at a discounted rate if they get it in bulk to be able to get it to every single man. That's the goal. Every
For
single black man that you know should have a copy of the Remand book.
for the sisters and brother, I hope you don't mind me mentioning
I
this.
know.
And also sisters that are listening, watching, if you know of women's book clubs that would be interested in reading this book. It is a book that I believe, and I've told Dawn this, that I believe would be totally beneficial for them. Where they can you imagine having a book club and these women understanding the type of man that they need to be looking for, a remand man that's coming to them,
Absolutely.
understanding his purpose, understanding his goal, understanding his gift, and is about maximizing, living his life in such a way that he wants to master his life, leadership, and legacy.
Absolutely.
That's
Absolutely.
what this book will do for women and for themselves too, because they can take the principles, as we talked about, they can take the principles, but it'll give them a better understanding of what they can look for. Because y'all, the women say it all the time. Well, what should I be looking for in a man? This book will give you an understanding of that list that you can check off when you going on those dates, or when you having
Absolutely.
those when you having those
Yeah, don't let him
conversations.
off the hook. That's right. When you having those hard conversations, don't ask him how tall are you, how much money.
Right.
That's not the question, right? The question are two. There are two questions every woman should ask a man.
Yep.
Where you get serious, there are two questions for every woman that she needs to ask a man. Who are you?
And they gonna say, huh? What? I
but,
promise you, sisters, y'all gonna hear that a whole lot when you ask them that question.
look, look, look. This is what people do. Look at Crystal's comment, Leroy.
What you
Look at
say?
Crystal's comment.
Good with every man t-shirt.
So Crystal, this coming Saturday, do me a favor if you can. Hop on. We have a
Yeah,
master class coming Saturday at 12 o'clock noon. So many phenomenal things are happening, and I want you to be a part of. You're such an avid supporter, and I want you to be a part of all that's taking place in 2024. We got several announcements, and we're going to announce the answer to your question. So I cannot give an answer to that question today. Leroy would kill me, but I
that's
can
right.
give
I'm gonna hit
you
him right in his throat.
I can give you an
Right in his
answer to
throat.
that on this coming Saturday, December the 30th at 12 o'clock noon. Everybody show up. It is going to play on every platform. If you decide, if anyone decides uh, that they want to be on, because there are going to be some brothers on stage with us, some brothers on stage, former clients of Remand, current clients of Remand, brothers whose lives have been changed and shifted by the work that we're doing, and several just crazy announcements. It's just such a Leroy. It's just such a good day with Remand, man. It just
Yeah.
is, bro. It's just such a great day that we'll be able to share with a lot of people. Some giveaways will be happening. Crystal, Fendi Styles, Clark. Some giveaways will be happening. It's just going to be a phenomenal time. So so she's laughing already, right? Because she know that's what people do. Like, is there a shirt that comes with this? How about a wristband? do I get dinner? Is there a yacht? Is right? And so yes, come on this coming uh that's great. And y'all giving out Remand t-shirts. I didn't say we're giving out Remand. We're not giving everybody. Don't y'all, let me take this down. Don't y'all listen to Crystal. We are not giving out a bunch of Remand t-shirts. There are some giveaways. We're not telling you what the giveaways are, but there are some giveaways. Man, let's end this live because she Gary go wild. She Gary go left. I can promise you. She Gary go left. So we gonna end the live. Um, but it's such a good day, every man. I'm so proud of the company. I'm so proud of the team. I'm so proud of the work that we're doing. And most importantly, Leroy, I'm gonna give you final words, man. I'm proud of the brothers who are doing the work, dude. So for every sister who says men need personal development, they need to get themselves together, there are men who have leaned in to being the best and highest versions of themselves. Um, and it's going to be phenomenal. Look. I told you she won't stop. I need a white one, size medium. See, she's not gonna stop. um, Leroy, aren't you proud of the brothers that are doing the work, man?
Yeah, and we talk about it all the time because it takes a special man to want to do this work. It really does,
Yeah,
because this work is not easy.
yeah,
The work isn't easy. It's going to challenge you. It's going to push you. It's just like that pot of clay that sits on when a pot is molding it and shaping it, moving it around. That's what this is. You're gonna have to sit in the oven for a minute, brothers. You're gonna have to sit there.
Woo!
You're
Yeah,
gonna have to sit in that oven for a minute, bro, in order to be able to come out looking like that fine pottery.
that's so true, man. That's so true.
We gotta understand that we're not here to give you that cotton candy,
Right,
that cotton candy
right,
stuff.
right, right.
And yes, there has to be a certain amount of hope that goes along with 2024,
Yeah,
but do understand that it's not going to be easy. And what we want you to do is have the mindset first, because that's where everything starts.
yeah,
We want you to have the mindset and the mentality going in to understand, yeah, I'm getting equipped for 2024.
absolutely, bro.
I'm going to be around a group of brothers, a band of brothers that are coming together to achieve personally and collectively
Absolutely, bro.
our responsibility
Ab-
as men.
Absolutely,
Oh,
man.
did I tie that in there? Did I tie that into Ujima like that? Did I
Woo!
just tie that in there like
Ujima,
that?
bars, Ujima, right? He tied it all in. Lala says, "Is it a lunch and learn?" Is what the people want to know. Yeah, it is a lunch and learn. Lunch is provided by you as individuals.
Bring your own lunch. Bring your
Bring
own lunch. You,
BYOL.
yep.
bring,
Because
bring
we
your.
gonna be eating. I'm gonna have my shrimp and grits. I'm
I,
gonna
I,
have my.
I don't know what I'm gonna have over here, but I'm gonna have something too. So this is going to be a real fun time. Please don't come on here being all polished. That's a part of the reason why I think I did what I did today, because we just regular folks. We just regular folks. I come on here ashy, got a lotion. I gotta shave my head. I gotta put some beard balm on. I gotta go through all that. We just regular people. Leroy, regular person, right? So we're gonna take the hoodies off, uh, and we're gonna make you aware. Let's see. Is Saturday going to be public for us to share on our pages to invite viewers? Yes, thank you for that, Crystal. It will. It will be public. We're going to do it just like we're doing it today, and it will play on YouTube. It'll play on LinkedIn. It'll play inside our Facebook community. But there is also a group of brothers that will be on with us live on this coming Saturday, so that everybody can witness, everybody across the country and around the world can witness all that's taking place with Remain. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be just crazy good. So I want to make sure everybody is present and accounted for. Crystal, tell all your folks. Lala, tell all your folks. Dr. Leroy is going to tell all his folks. I'm going to tell all my folks. Pastor Yarborough, hopefully my man. Hey, Lala, talk to your e-pastor, see if he'll come on. Maybe because y'all Cowboys fans together. Maybe he'll come on for you. He might not come on for me because I don't like him. I do not like Robert J. Yarborough. I don't like him, but I respect him. I respect the work that he's doing. If he just leaves the cow, he doesn't have to go to the Eagles. Just leave the Cowboys, and then he and I we can get along. If he'll do that, he and I can get along. So, listen, I love and respect y'all. Leroy, man, it's always good, bruh. Let's connect a little later today as we kind of get closer. Bruh, calm down on the Cowboys, man. Can't do it. Can't do it. Can't stop
No,
on.
sir. Not gonna do it. Not gonna
Not
do
gonna
it.
do
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. We are not gonna do it.
Leroy and I
No,
don't
sir.
root for the same team, but we can't stand the same team, and we
Yeah.
can't
No,
we can't
sir.
like the cow.
Yeah. Can't
So
stop, won't stop.
can't stop, won't stop. Love and respect, y'all. We'll talk soon. Leroy, talk to you a little later, man.
Yeah, bro. I need to holler at you for a second. Yeah,
Okay, just call me
real quick
right on.
because I want to make sure we good. Okay.
We'll hop on Zoom right now.
All right, cool.
Okay, you got it.
Peace.
Talk soon, y'all. Peace.